Craig had a Game Boy. Quentin, you're probably too young to remember.
I had a Game Boy Advance.
You didn't have Super Mario Land.
But Game Boy Color is essentially the same thing, just with color.
It is, yeah. So,
right.
Yeah, October 21st, 1998, which was the year I was born, which means that we must have just still had Game Boy Colors by the time I was old enough to play. We had Game Boy Colors, yeah.
Man, Game Boy lasted a long time.
It's the greatest console in the fucking world, bro.
It really lasted a long time. So, Craig, you're saying it came out in 1989, the original Game Boy?
Yeah, so it came up there, I think.
So that means the original Game Boy. So there were still games coming out for it in the late 90s and even, I think, the early 2000s. That's crazy. So that's a console that lasted over a decade.
Facts. Yeah. Pokemon Red.
That's literally Pokemon did that.
Did you say Pokemon?
I was actually, for about 10 minutes, I was trying to look for my original Game Boy because I still have it somewhere. But
probably worth some money now.
Yeah, the original gray one, like it was in the movie.
Yeah.
You have that?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
I don't know if it would be worth a lot of money though, because it's missing the back battery cover.
Gotcha.
And it's pretty beat up, so I don't even know if it would gain a lot of money, to be honest.
Oh no, you need to use that with a bloody power adapter anyway. But back in the day, you could only get that one power adapter, and it costs like half the price.
A brand new Game Boy now, the original Game Boy, a brand new one is $2,000. One that has all the parts is worth about $250, and then one for something like yours is worth $60.
Yeah, I'd rather just keep it.
Yeah,
it's a bit of fun to have, isn't it?
Keep it.
Yeah, I mean, I have the original Game Boy, that one, and then I have two Game Boy Colors.
Let me ask you this: did either of you ever play Tetris on your Game Boys?
I did, yes.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Because that's the only thing I got with it that Christmas, and I played that game to death.
So you probably have a little bit of an emotional connection with this film, besides it just being a beautiful film.
Yeah, just the music. When they're putting in the little music bits in this film, I'm like, oh my god, love it. Yeah,
I was actually thinking that when I was watching it, I was like, this is probably very nostalgic for Craig.
I am the elder statesman of
because I was getting a little bit nostalgic, just in a sense that there's the three games. I had the Game Boy, and there was three games that I played constantly, and both of them were in this movie. It was Tetris and Super Mario for the Game Boy, both of them. So when I saw that scene where they go into that lab, it's like a lab, like they're keeping a fucking top secret chemical warfare in there, which is really funny.
Not that, it looks like it's like hermetically sealed, and
literally,
it's like they've got some sort of fan system going to keep
containment
free.
Yeah, they were keeping COVID in there.
And NDA.
Yeah, that's why I made him sign the NDA.
That was some good fan service. That whole scene there with the Game Boy was brilliant.
So when he picks up the thing and starts showing it to him, and it's Super Mario, I gasped. I was like, I haven't seen that in so long. But then. They started playing Tetris, and I remember it being on the Game Boys. So yeah, three games for me. It was always Tetris, Super Mario, and Pokemon. I think I had the blue version.
I remember my first Game Boy game that I actually remember playing and was absolutely hooked to was when my brother Michael had just flown down from New York, and every time we get to see he's our half brother, but you don't think of it like that. He's our brother. But he flew down from New York, and I remember, I think Leaf Green and Fire Red Pokemon just came out for the Game Boy Advance. And my mom went to go buy it for Michael, and I remember that I think me and my brother, one of us got Leaf Green, the other one got Fire Red, and then that's when we just were instantly hooked. And then you're just playing Pokemon up all night, trying to conceal it from your parents, and yeah, it was just the greatest experience in the world, man. Unbelievable.
I don't know what it was about. I think I like a lot of Japanese stuff. No, it all stemmed from Nintendo, and also because they're the NES and Legend of Zelda. That I know this is going to sound so stupid and right, but really sort of sparked that off for me. I was like, oh my god, Nintendo is just this amazing Japanese thing, and it's so foreign and it's so exciting, and then you get it and it's Russian, but it's Japanese and it's Nintendo and it's and then you got Super Mario and oh my god! I said I got my Super Nintendo, and when I got that, it had the Super Mario All Stars, so it was like Mario 1, 2, 3, and Lost Levels, and I was like, oh my god!
I remember going to play on the Super Nintendo over at our uncle's, well, I guess our cousin's house is Corey and Troy, but playing Mario on their Super Nintendo was like we knew if we were going over to their house, it was going to be the best fucking time. Even if we had, whatever console, like we probably had a GameCube at that time, but being able to play Mario on the Super Nintendo was such a treat, dude. It was insane.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of a magic. I think a lot of it is my personal opinion, like my personal.
Sorry, Mel Gibson was trying to escape from my asshole.